Jerry Heins. This is my wife, Kathy. We've been married 35 years. Kath and I met in the early 70s at Water's Edge Baptist Church in Dundalk. And then we got married in the mid-70s while I was still in the Marine Corps. Once I got out of the Marine Corps, I went into the Baltimore County Fire Department and served there for 30 years. Retired in 2007. And during that period, we had 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters. And our oldest 3 children are married, and we've been blessed with 5 grandchildren. So, praise God. After retiring in 2007, and all the children had left home and went off to college, got married, my wife decided she wanted to return to school and finish a degree in nursing. And she's hoping to get into home health care. So I decided to become a police officer since my 2 oldest children were police officers. And so that's how that happened. I wasn't going to sit around and eat Doritos and watch TV. At any rate, Kath and I came to know the Lord at an early age. I was in a military family. We moved around a lot. And I remember going to church for the first time in my life when I was about 6 years old. And my mom walked 5 kids down a gravel road in the mountains of North Carolina. And I had my first experience with the living God. It was a few years later we moved to the Baltimore area, and some friends of my mom's invited us to Vacation Bible School, and that's where I got saved. And we moved to scenic Dundalk, and, there was a church, Water's Edge Baptist Church, down the street, and that's where I met Kath. I used to walk down to the church and was part of the youth group. And I always tease her because she was the consummate goody two-shoes, and I was the rabble-rouser. And but I could constantly feel God pulling at my heart. And I could go on and on and on about the goodness of the Lord. But like that song we were singing this morning about God's faithfulness, He's always been there. Even when we weren't pursuing Him, He was pursuing us. At any rate, we essentially raised our children in a little community church in Dundalk. We were there about 24 years or so. And some things developed, and we felt it was time to move on. And very heartbreaking decision. Left a lot of people that we loved dearly behind. And we started to visit other churches, and we have some friends that have been coming here, the Zabrowskis and the Bulls, and Charlie and Luann Scher. We've known them for quite a few years. So we decided to come here, and being brokenhearted and just broken, we were grateful that you folks welcomed us with open arms, with your compassion and your love. And I consider myself to be a miracle. First of all, like I said, I've been married 35 years. And my life prior to committing myself to Christ was not exemplary. And many of the people that I grew up with are either in prison or dead, and that's probably where I would have ended up. And then I realized that I was in prison. I was in bondage. Right. And that I was dead spiritually. And one one day driving down the road, I said, God, if you're real, come and get me, because I'm not making it. And he did. And ever since then, I've drawn close to the Lord. I love the Word. I love worship. I love this brother's efforts and his dad and all the other pastoral folks, the effort that they put into getting the Word out. I love that. I appreciate it so much. And it's interesting because the whole time these men are speaking, my brain is just firing one scripture after the next after the next. It's the Word of God is just so alive. And anyway, I've spoken enough. They said 5 minutes, so sorry for running over. She doesn't like to speak publicly, so yeah, last time. Thank you.